everyone, and welcome back to another wonderful video. Today we're going to be talking about Ponytown, and more specifically we're going to be talking about the change logs in Ponytown. Now I really want to talk about the changes that have been made recently in Ponytown and the direction I sort of feel like Ponytown is going. Now Ponytown, they've been around for a really long time obviously, and every so often we get new update obviously because it's still, you know, very early game, still early build and everything like that. And we've been getting new features and bug fixes and stuff like that. And I really want to talk about some of the recent ones. Version 57.3, 57.3, version 0.57.3, and some of the previous ones like 57.0 and stuff like that. And I want to specifically mention the leg patterns. Now, it seems like I've always had this issue in Ponytown where if you actually go over to characters and like you're going to edit it or whatever, if you go over to items, the legs seem to have nothing. The only thing that legs have are socks, and obviously these socks have their own little pattern to them. You know, you have spots, you have stripes, you even have these like little star things. You actually have two variations of the spots, which is kind of nice. Actually, no, that's hearts, not spots. You have hearts, stars, spots, and stripes, or just one basic color. Now my thing is, they've recently added the whole, you know, leg pattern thing, and with the leg patterns you have stripes, you have like sort of sharp spiky triangle stripes, and then you have spots, which is new. The most recent update added the spot type thing. It feels like they're about to do away with socks. To me, it feels like they're about to just straight up get rid of them. I don't think they will, but it seems like something is going to change with this soon because, you know, they added leg patterns and that has almost made socks obsolete. The only reason to ever have socks now is if you want these heart-shaped pattern or the star-shaped pattern. Because if you want anything else, you can just do the body pattern and it would work. It would be the same thing. It would arguably be better in some ways, but the only thing really with the socks is that, you know, it looks like you're wearing socks. But again, if you do one tiny little change to the leg patterns, you have a sock. So the socks seem like they're about to become obsolete, especially with this recent update where they added even more, you know, of the same thing that socks have, except in leg patterns. So that's kind of something I really want to point out and talk about because it's interesting, to say the least. It's definitely interesting. It does make me wonder what's going to happen to it. Now, one of the other recent changes, and I'm really glad about this one, is they added the ability to fly over rocks, signs, and some other objects. Now, I've said this in a video where I'm talking about 5 things you didn't know about Ponytown. It may have been the one that was already uploaded, but I did make another one. I made that a long time ago. I actually need to completely erase it, or not erase it, but I need to redo it because some of the things in it are kind of false now. So the second one that I made needs to be completely redone. I'm going to do that soon. So we're gonna have a new things did you know Ponytown video soon. But anyway, we haven't been able to fly over a lot of objects recently for a long time for some reason. I don't know why that's the case, but that's fixed now, which is good. That's always good. Some bugs. Now this fix specifically improved party lists for leader and online players to appear at the top. You've also improved this weird bug where, you know, your friend will change OCs, or they'll do something and then suddenly they're not on your friends list anymore, and it'll be like, oh, they're offline, but actually they're online. And it's not that they switch to offline status, they just straight up have like seem to vanish from your friend list, and then they're actually there, they're in front of you, but sometimes that would happen, and it seems like they fixed that with the recent 57.3 update. I want to talk about some of the other things that about these legs and this leg patterns and everything like that. I've said this a million times. I've said this every single Ponytown wish list of update video kind of thing. I want more leg stuff. I want stuff like wristbands, watches, whatever else. I want stuff like that. I just, maybe even some armor of some sort, you know, something to put there. You know, I want something to be able to give the legs, because for one, Skella, those little blue stripes on her legs, those are blue spiked cuffs. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you could actually have spiked cuffs in the game? I could perfect Skella. I could make her exactly how she looks in in universe, I guess. I don't really know how to describe that. But I could give her spiked cuffs, and that's something I've wanted to do since day one, is give Skilla spiked cuffs. So if they give like spiked cuffs, stuff like that, and to me it feels like we're headed in that direction. The reason I say this is because, again, they're seeming to head towards a point where socks are absolutely pointless, because we have the leg patterns now, and the leg patterns are getting more and more patterns, especially after this last one. We got a spotted leg pattern, which is something that you couldn't normally do unless you got socks. So it seems like we are headed in a point where socks are going to become obsolete, which means we're not going to have any leg accessories at all, any leg items at all. So the way to fix that would be to give us a new leg patterns, not necessarily new leg patterns, but give us new sock patterns and new like just leg items in general. Like I said, items like watches and spiked cuffs, that sort of thing. Some other changes, they fixed some UI issues, obviously, some pretty simple things there. They fixed some issues with patterns there. Now, this was a bug that happened recently where, some of the leg patterns wouldn't work right. It would just stick it to the default color, which was very unfortunate. They've been making some tiny changes to the houses, the little party homes, for a while now as well. It seems like every other update, they're like, oh, we did something to the party house, fix some house editing messages being displayed, outside the house. They're fixing some bug issues with it, but they're also doing different things like it. I don't know if you noticed this, and it doesn't seem to be in the change logs, but you used to be able to, like when you place the small rock, it used to just be the same thing every single time. Now when you place a rock, like a small rock, it actually changes. Sometimes it just flips, and then other times it will be a completely different small rock. And this is a wonderful thing as well. I really love that they did this, but at the same time, I feel like we should just have two variants that we can just place, and I think we should just be able to just rotate any kind of item like that. So it seems like we're kind of headed in that direction. Again, they're kind of doing this kind of, it wasn't in the changelogs anywhere, at least from what I'm looking at. I don't see it in the changelogs, but they did it. They added that feature at some point, and it just kind of went under the radar. So this is something that they're kind of doing, and it seems like they're definitely about to, add. They're not necessarily about to, but it seems like every other update we're going to get more and more house features, more and more house items, which is always good, of course. So I think the next update, my guess on the next update is going to be, we're going to get another leg pattern. We're going to get another like change to the actual house. I actually suspect that within the next few updates we will have something along the lines of like rotatable furniture. I really do believe that feature is coming very soon. I really do believe that, because like I said, they've kind of done something similar to that. They have the clovers. If you place them, and then if you once you place it, it actually like reverses, and it goes like reverses. The bushes, the small bushes, do this too. Like once you place it, it will do like a little flipping thing, and it will automatically be the same. It will be the same small bush, but it will be as if you rotated it. So I do believe that very soon, within the next couple updates, we will have some form of rotatable furniture features in the game, and I do believe we're going to have more leg patterns, and eventually we're going to have actual leg items besides socks. I do believe these are the next features that are coming. Of course, these are just my speculation, my thoughts, based on the change logs and where they're at right now and where they seem to be kind of going. So this is kind of my guess on what the next updates are going to be, as well as a little bit of information on what the updates currently are right now. So that's going to do it for the video. Do let me know what you think of the recent changes in Ponytown, and let me know what you think features will be coming soon, and let me know, comment that stuff in the comment section below. And yeah, until next time, like, subscribe, share, do those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful, and I think we all want that. So until next time, stay wonderful.